Hello there and welcome back to another games made in GameMaker Studio, and this is Infinite Beyond the Mind, made by, and I will definitely butcher the name, developer Emilie Coyo. I'm not sure how to spell this, so I definitely butchered it. And you can play one of those two girls, and actually you can play both, which is kind of a great thing. So you can go through this retro action platformer together, and then you have some story, year 2XX. Very sounds like Mega Man world, but whatever. Then basically the short version is you are some female cyborg ninja something woman in a dress, because well, all the cyborg women have dresses, because I guess this is the best way to fight. And you have a melee attack, you can jump, double jump, then you can wall glide, and then you have an invincibility dodge, and then of course you can call some guys in, and then they will bomb the place. And this is in the end just basically it. And then well, you're being there are some enemies being thrown at you, and this is one of the interesting things. So this is more for the developers. If you're developing your first indie game, which is a platformer, here they did it correctly, because you are fast but the enemy is adjusting to you. So basically if you are coming near to it, it will not automatically instantly fire at you. It has some delay, and therefore this is making the game for some people of course trivial if you have ultra fast reflexes. But for example, if you throw a bunch of them, then you can react to all their things, or to all their actions, which is in my opinion a pretty great way how to set up your game. And then of course you can rush through the game, and of course fast players are being rewarded more than slow methodical ones. But this is of course once again a good mechanic, so which is just indicating well, you have a guy with a machine gun standing there, he will fire at some point at you, and he will not instantly fire. For example, this is the thing which you see in old 2D video games where they kind of see you from miles away, and here they will react only when you are kind of close. So this is a great thing. So I wanted this game because actually I like pixel art games. I'm a sucker for that, and I requested it, and of course the developer gave it to me, so thank you a lot for that. And I actually enjoyed my time. I played it, I guess, to the 10th level or more, and well, what I found out was actually that I really enjoyed my experience. So first of all, which is a remarkable way how you can actually make a good impression on the player, is to have some really cool art, because this is the first thing people well, watch out for. For example, if I see a specific style being represented, then you want to play it, and this is one of those games. So here the style is very simplistic. So this is early Super Nintendo games, or Nintendo, or really the old Nintendo games style, and I don't know, I like this style. It really, the colors are pretty decent. The way the animations are working is very primitive, but they fit this style. Don't get me wrong, I really liked it. And of course then you have some how can you call it, some love putting into those graphics, because the way the soldiers look like, those nice little tanks, then some bigger cannons, some helicopters, jets, and God knows what they put in here. Really cool stuff. So you will definitely feel at home if you like those old school games, but let's say with some modern adaptations concerning how the controls are, because the game plays very fluid, which is very important if you play melee. So this is a critical thing you need to nail down, and in my opinion they did it, or the one developer did it. I'm not sure if this is a solo guy, I couldn't find any information about that. So this is great. So graphically very neat. Then of course the sound is spot on, so there are some nice well, retro tunes. If you like this will be a plus again if you like this kind of stuff. So there won't be some epic music with some violence and so. This is not the Avengers, this is a solo retro style game, so this is another breed. And what I found kind of remarkable is the way the developer handled the boss fights, because they are really versatile. So one time it's a dude in a helicopter and one down with which is attacking you with melee, and in another level this is a cannon on rails where you have some side shooter levels. So this is another thing to spice up the levels, which I find kind of interesting. Or some other time, while you're having different kind of enemies. Of course here you will see that in the video, and I must say they nailed it correctly. And of course, if you are expecting some upgrades, some unlockables and all that stuff, I must disappoint you, because this game is a very linear experience. You just go through a level and then you finish it and bam, you are done, no problem. But there's not anything which is giving you some extras, so you're not finding any unlocks, big achievements, anything. There's nothing in this game, and in my opinion it doesn't really need. But if you're one of those achievement hunters, then maybe you feel a little bit disappointed that this game is so simplistic. But of course, in my opinion, I don't really care about that. The game does what it does best, being just a neat experience through the meantime. And I've seen the price, it is pretty low, which I find I would actually say it's worth more, but hey, this is up for the developer. And one of the interesting things, and this is again for developers, I have seen that the game is being sold on all kinds of platforms. So this is a game maker game, and he or she or the team is selling the game not just on Steam, but on Xbox, on the Switch and all other things. So basically they have like one license for everything, and then released it for all the platforms. So I actually wish the developer all the success with it, and hopefully it will spread that Game Maker Studio is actually pretty decent platform for 2D games, well, made in Game Maker, and of course not for 3D, because for that it completely sucks, but this is a different story. So my let's say conclusion is a pretty neat experience, really cute pixel art, which I definitely dig, a very simplistic but good experience concerning the fluidity. It is fast paced, the boss fights are enjoyable, the colors are great, the tunes are nice, but then it is in the end a snack. You play it, you enjoy it, you say, oh, that was cool, and then you move on with your day, because this won't be a thing which you remember in a few years, because for that it has not the epicness, because it's not a deep game, it's an enjoyable snack. So don't confuse it with one of those super epic games where people in 20 years are still saying, oh my god, blah blah blah, you have to play Super Metroid. Still, nah, not this kind of experience. This is just, this is a decent platformer in the retro universe. No, being retro-like universe. It doesn't really matter. So hopefully that was a kind of comprehensive review, and you will have the same fun as I did, or at least check it out, because I think it's kind of a good game. So that was it for today. Have a good one. One up indie.